Welcome back to the channel. We are back with the Fords. I know you've all missed them. I've had the messages. So we're back with the Fords. XR3i. You will see in today's video the XR3i getting some pure loving. Barclays Detailing have been on site. You'll get to meet Craig and he'll show you how he does it. Ceramic coat, citrus washes, stuff like that. Stuff I don't know about, but Craig's here to tell us all about it. And then extra loving, step-by-step timing belt and water pump on the XR3i, but with a twist, a role reversal, which you'll get to see within this video. And sadly, it's ready to go. The XR3, ready to go home. We're going to miss it. We get attached to these cars. Then the XR2. The XR2. Obviously, we do a lot of filming in advance, and then I do these intros. It's gone home. You'll get to see that in the video. What else have we got? The giveaway. The new giveaway is back. You can win a snap-on ratcheting screwdriver. Stay tuned for all the fun to come. We'll start with the XR3i and the role reversal. Now, this is basically me thinking that some of you might be a bit fed up of seeing me all the time. And I also wanted you to get to know Brent Barton a little bit better because he's going to be working alongside me with Marshall, MG Marshall. So I invited Brent to do some work on the XR3i and have the role reversal. So I filmed, and it is Brent's first solo. Now, stick with it. He's a bit quiet to start with. He's nervous. It's his first time. So I do have to prep him. I do have to guide him a little bit and give him those, you know, those little nudges. But trust me, by the end of the video, you'll see him relaxing as it goes along. By the end of the video, we are dancing. And I mean this literally. Check this out. We are with the XR3i, and you're going to be seeing more of Brent Barton. We'll not have to call you Brent Barton now, do we?
Just Brent.
Just Brent, yeah. So winner Brent's not here, so just Brent today. The XR3i, you're going to be seeing more of Brent on the channel, as we said, regarding Marshall, the MG that's been donated to us. So I thought it was a better idea for you to get to know Brent a little bit more first. So you have offered your help with the XR3i?
Yep, certainly have.
Absolutely.
For punishment.
Yeah. So a bit of role reversal today, in that you're going to be doing the work and I'm going to be doing the filming.
Right.
Yeah. So always, as I've said, make sure you've got a brew. You've got to have a brew, yeah?
Starters.
Absolutely. We're just going to talk you through it, show you the basics, timing belt and water pump.
Yeah.
So the reason it's having a timing belt and water pump today is the water pump's leaking. It always makes sense when you're changing the water pump to change the timing belt as well. So it may be that this timing belt is actually in quite good condition because it has had one in the past. But again, it always makes sense to do the two together.
Part and parcel. If you're doing one, you usually do the other.
Absolutely.
Of course. Definitely.
So as I say, I'm going to be filming and Brent's going to be showing us how to do it. Ready?
Yeah. Cheers.
Right. Let's get started, Brent. So first job, always disconnect the battery.
Always disconnect the battery.
Yeah, okay.
On
so
any job you're doing,
yeah.
To stop anything from arcing out, anything you're doing under the bonnet, it's always recommended to disconnect the battery first.
Yeah, okay. So what are we, 10 mil?
10 mil.
Yeah.
Negative terminal. Loosen the nut. Just pull it off the post.
Yeah. And the tip for today is, what do we normally do?
A little bit of hose.
Yeah. Stick it over the terminal because it can flick back, basically, is we've seen it happen before, haven't we? So we always put hose over that terminal.
Yeah.
Safe as houses, yeah?
And then just hold that out of the way.
Yeah.
So we've sent the vehicle up, we've removed the wheel to ease the access, and we're going to take the dirt guard, which is the 10mm bolt there, and the 10mm bolt there. Okay. So we can gain access to the bolt here and also the crank.
Before we show you the next part of this job, what we do want to actually just mention is, if you are a classic car owner then get an Haynes manual. Yeah?
Haynes manual is
absolutely. So we've been in the trade 20 odd years, and we have the Haynes manual relevant to this vehicle, you know? So we know that that's probably what you're going to be doing. We're going to try and follow that step by step to help you if you do want to have a go at home. Yeah?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
More information is good information.
Of course it is. Yeah. And actually, Brent, you said something really interesting before, which I wouldn't have remembered to say, in that if you are working on your drive at home and you're jacking your car up and using a axle stand, it makes sense to, the wheel that you've taken off, put it underneath the car. And then if for any reason that your car slips, the axle stand fails, you still, you've got that little bit then, haven't you, of extra safety, so to speak.
Stick it underneath, so it sits underneath here.
Yeah.
So it's underneath if the car does fall
Absolutely.
off.
I mean, we've got the benefit, obviously, of having the ramps, but people at home haven't. So, yeah, it's a good point that you made that. So what's next, Brent?
So we're going to loosen the belt.
Yeah.
So these bolts for the alternator.
Yes.
You loosen these off.
Okay.
And then we'll go up the top and loosen the other ones so that we've got slack in the belt. The alternator pushes forward. Right,
so it can pivot, yeah?
Yeah, and then once it's pivoted, the belt will just slide off then.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, so we've loosened the two bottom bolts
at
the bottom of the alternator.
Yeah.
And then we're going to loosen this one here and this one here on the bracket, which allows the alternator then to pivot along and release the belt. So there'll be no tension on this belt.
Brilliant. We'll time lapse it, guys. Let's do it, Brent.
So the next step on this is to remove the top timing cover, which is held on with two 10mm bolts.
Yeah.
So we'll take these out and just remove the top section.
Yeah, so this does split, doesn't it? So some timing covers, obviously, they're one full piece.
Some don't, some do, but this one's two 10mm. We'll remove the top part of the timing cover, and then we can see more down here then.
Fantastic, yeah.
The top part of the timing cover will come off.
Yes, fantastic, okay.
Yeah.
And then we've got the belt exposed, yeah?
Yeah, so this is the timing belt. Camshaft pulley. This is your water pump adjuster and your cranks down at the bottom down here.
Yeah.
So this has to be in time. The top half of the engine and the bottom half of the engine has to be in sync.
Absolutely.
So you're checking on the belt, make sure there's no cracks, make sure the teeth are in good condition, and also the tension on the belt. Yeah,
you can usually feel it, can't you, by hand?
Yeah, I mean, this one's a fairly new belt. You can sometimes tell with the writing that's still on top of the belt.
Yeah, the older belts as well, you can look for cracks perishing as well. You know, it does perish, this rubber, doesn't it? Even though it's behind that cover, it still will perish. All cars have intervals, so it will either go on mileage or time. So the majority is 5 years, for instance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Different mileage for different cars, but it is worth checking. And obviously, you know, if it's due, get it done. So yeah, now what's next, Mr. B?
Well, you can see the water pump. There's water residue.
Yes.
All around. This is obviously on the tensioner, but you can see where the water pump's leaking. There's water.
Yeah.
Coming from all around.
Yeah, which is why we're doing this job. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we're changing the belt also, because the water could be, you know, sitting on the belt, damaging the belt with the coolant. Water pump's going to be coming off. So what we're going to do next is time up the engine to get it so that it's at top dead centre.
Are we going old school?
Old school.
Yeah. Yes.
Tip-X.
Is that Tip-X? Yeah. Loving it.
Good for the eyes, especially when you get older. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to Tip-X the timing mark.
Yes.
On the top of the camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also.
Yeah.
Down here on the crank.
And what's going on here?
Lifting the skirt.
Lifting the skirt. It actually looks like that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit dark, but you have a job. Gynecology.
Oh, sorry. Working in a tent.
Working in the tent.
Let's do it. Go on.
So, down here on the crank pulley.
Yeah.
You can see the little mark there.
Yeah. Like a little cutout, yeah?
Yeah, the little cutout.
Okay.
To make it easier to see.
Did you see that actually? Sorry to interrupt you. But if you did see that drip then, that is the water pump that's leaking. You can see that bit of a puddle there. Yeah, there was a big drip then just as you started to talk.
Yeah.
Right, lovey, go for it.
So we're going to Tipp-Ex to highlight these marks just to make it easier to see and line up.
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to time it up now.
Okay.
So we're going to turn it from the crankshaft, which is the bottom pulley.
Yeah.
Not the camshaft,
Yeah,
which is the top pulley.
Camshaft, yeah, is top.
Camshaft
you need
top, crankshaft bottom. So
the
we're turning
bottom.
it from the bottom,
Absolutely.
which is a 19mm spanner.
Yes.
Yeah. And we're basically going to line the two Tipp-Ex marks, the one on the case with the one on the pulley.
Yeah.
The Tipp-Ex is to make it easier to see the
Yeah.
two lines.
So the pictures we showed earlier, guys, and then, so this is what Brent is going to be doing now. So that is the crankshaft pulley there, which is arrowed with top dead centre. You align it there, and then the camshaft, that is the one that you do again, top dead centre. That is your position there. That is what we Tipp-Ex, and that is what Brent is going to be doing now.
Yes.
So it's literally just aligning them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just rotating the crankshaft.
Yeah.
To get the get on in line.
Yeah.
The Tipp-Ex just makes it so much easier to be able to see.
Definitely.
The marks.
Superb.
That's where the old school comes in.
Yeah, absolutely. So you love doing stuff like this though, don't you, Brent?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy old school mechanicking.
Definitely. Gone are the days with the modern cars, eh?
Yeah. Take me back to the old days. Things were simple.
Definitely. So now, like we've said before, we are trying to promote and help people work from home. This is the job, a kind of job that you only do if you do have the confidence. You know, don't just think that this is simple. It's an easy job. Yes, you'll have your Haynes manual, you may have the tools, but you need to be confident. And we're just trying to help, basically. Happy?
Yeah, happy.
Yes.
So once you've aligned the timing marks, the next step of this is to remove the starter motor.
Okay.
Which is underneath.
Yeah.
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 Remove the starter motor and the flywheel will be there.
Yeah.
You lock the flywheel so that you can undo the crankshaft pulley bolt.
Okay. The one at the bottom, yeah?
The one at the bottom. Don't touch the camshaft.
Yeah.
The crankshaft at the bottom.
Yes.
And you jam something in the flywheel carefully to make sure you don't destroy the teeth, something that's got a nice fit.
Yes.
Hold it in place and loosen the bolt at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's next job on, yeah?
Yep, that's our next job.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So I'm still chuckling from that. What even was that you did, Brent?
It's like an aircraft carrier controller or something. No, the planes are that way, not that way.
Oh, you crazy fool. Right, where are we up to?
Right. So once you've loosened the bolt and used something and not damaged the teeth on the flywheel, we then remove the bolt.
Okay.
So I'll remove the bolt.
Yes.
And then take the crank pulley off. Sometimes it can be a bit stuck. So
yeah, absolutely.
Bit of hammer time.
Bit of hammer time.
Hammer time.
Stop. No. Oh, I forgot. See, I'm not used to filming. Sorry about that. The camera's just gone everywhere while I did the hammer time. Oh, there you go. Was that your concentrating face then as well, mate?
Yeah. Face. I'm pulling that off.
Right, cool.
So remove. Then we move on to the next step.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So you're taking the bottom timing cover off, yeah?
Yeah. So now we remove the lower timing cover with the two 10mm.
I'm showing you from up here because Brent's down there under the skirt.
Underneath the skirt.
As he calls it. Cool. I don't know about you, matey, but I'm thinking it's getting up to dinner time. What do you reckon?
Definitely dinner time. Dinner time.
Absolutely.
Definitely that time of day.
Have you seen what we've got for dinner?
Not yet.
So I've got a load of sandwiches, yeah?
Yeah.
And then I've got some pork pies.
Pork pies. Oh.
And some beef pies.
Some beef pies.
And I've got your favourite for afterwards.
Is that bribery?
So say thanks, matey, for filming.
Oh, go on. It's got to be something good. Is it sweet?
Well, what's your favourite? What's your favourite sweet thing for afters?
I'd say apple pie followed by a close carrot cake.
Well, they didn't do apple pie, so yeah, I've got your carrot cake.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
How are we doing down here? Oh, I heard something fall. Is that one of the...
No, that was my socket.
That was your socket. Oh, yeah, we can see there. So we're removing them, and that timing cover should now come off.
Yeah, just
to expose the bottom, yeah?
Side out.
Super.
Right.
Okay.
So this is your lower timing cover.
Mm-hmm.
And then your two 10mm bolts.
Yes.
This is the mark for top dead centre that we marked before with the Tip-X. And that's your crank pulley. So what we did is we marked them two to get it to top dead centre with the Tip-X marks.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you notice, the mark there is in line with the woodruff key.
Yeah.
For the bottom of the crank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? So put them down, move across to the bottom of the crank, where my finger is there.
Yeah, so that's where the woodruff key fits,
Woodruff key.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a little bit on the top there.
Yeah.
That's in line with that top tooth.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at the back, the casting at the back, you can see it.
You might just struggle on the camera.
But there's a casting at the back there.
There is, yeah.
That
there is
casting
a mark
there
there.
is so that it's in line with the top tooth there, which is in line with the woodruff key to show that your timing is correct.
Absolutely.
And if you look at the top here, you'd see that it's correct at the top.
Absolutely.
So everything's in line then.
It is, it is. So
Okay.
next step is, need to release the tension, yeah?
Yep, so the next step on this will be releasing the tension from the belt.
Okay.
So
we'll
end up loosening this bolt here and loosening the bolt at the back here.
Yeah.
Once we loosen these two bolts, the tension will go back. So make sure that everything is in line before we start releasing the tension. So when we put the belt back, everything's still in line.
It's
vitally
timed up.
important. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Fantastic.
No problem.
You know what that is, don't you, mate?
A toothed belt.
It's belting. Sorry.
I mean, it is belting, yeah.
I'm here all week. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so this is your toothed belt or timing belt. So usually you're checking for any cracks on the back, if it's cracked in anywhere. Teeth, condition of the teeth, making sure it's not losing any teeth all the way around. Making sure. But need replaced anyway. This one's a good belt. You can tell it's fairly recent, but
we'd always advise once the belt's been removed, always new belt.
If you're changing the water pump, the belt has to be removed. Put the belt on. Also, some belts might have direction on the belts, so always point it in the correct direction if there's an arrow on there. So make sure you read the details on the new belt. Cool. Right. So with the belt removed, you can see this is the adjuster that we loosened the two bolts from. You see how it slides across to put tension on the belt. Absolutely. So this bolt and the bolt for the adjuster at the back, we're going to remove the adjuster completely off. And then once the adjuster's removed, there'll be bolts holding the water pump on. This is the water pump down here. So we'll take the pipe off and take the bolts off, which will remove the water pump away then. Wonderful. So and then is it shower time? Yeah, that's why we need... So not hour time, but hammer time. Why not? It's rubber ducky time. Rubber ducky time. Bring your rubber ducky, because there's going to be a bath under here. Are you ready for it? Yep. Still ready for this. Oh, we're off again. We're off again.
Did you think that this job was going smoothly? Because I certainly did. But yeah, we have an oh no moment. It happens. I do tell you this, especially with the classics. Things don't always go to plan. They don't go smoothly. They'll throw you curveballs, but that's part of it. That's part of the character. So, yeah, this is what happens.
Right, so that's the adjuster pulley for the timing belt. Yeah, the tensioner. So take that off and stick it on the side. And then having a look around here, there's a core plug as well at the back. Looks like there could possibly be a bit of rust and corrosion and a little bit of water there. Look.
Is this a oh no moment, Jack?
This is an oh no moment, because even though your water pump's leaking, I'm a bit concerned about the core plug at the back there, and I think just to be on the safe side we need to have a look at the core plug as well, just to make sure, because if we're already stripped down this far,
absolutely,
for the sake of a little bit extra, just to double check it, it'd be a lot better then as well.
Definitely. This is because we've stopped for dinner.
I know.
Isn't it?
It's the dinner that did it.
It is. We should have just cracked on and everything would have been absolutely hunky-dory.
Yeah.
But this is what happens. Things can happen. Cars, especially classic cars, they will throw you curveballs. Absolutely. But let's strip it down some more and let's have a look.
Yeah. So this is the camshaft pulley. So we can have a look at the core plug down there with the corrosion, just to assess how bad it is while we've got the strip down this far.
Yes.
We've just took the pulley off. This also has a woodruff key and the bolt to allow it to come off.
Yeah, okay.
So it can go back in the original
So
position.
that's now allowed us to be able to see. So this is a core plug down here. Just point, love, because I'm filming. I'm not used to this bit.
Yeah. So this is your core plug here.
Yes.
The thing that concerns me is the corrosion around the inside.
You can see it there on the camera.
Yeah.
So possibly. So basically how we would check this now, because obviously we can't start the engine, we can't put it under pressure that way. So if you can just put a bit of pressure on one of the coolant hoses, and let's just, you can see it there. Yeah.
Did any come out?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. It is weeping. Right, so obviously in this instance there's absolutely no point in ignoring that. But happy days that we found it, it is a curveball, but
nothing ever goes to plan.
Exactly.
The thing is, I mean, I'm kind of glad in a way that it's the water pump's failed, really.
Yeah, because obviously now we've found that issue as well.
Because what would have happened is over time that hole would obviously just get bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where you'd have to end up doing the job again. Yeah. So at least it's something that we've managed to spot at the same time, which is good really all round. So
absolutely. So now what we need to do is look in stores, because obviously we have quite a lot of Ford bits about us and engines. If we've got one, then happy days. If not, we need to find a core plug. Yeah. And we need to find one quick. Saturday afternoon, that's not happening, is it? Do you know what? I think this is a really good time for something, Brent. I'm going to ask you to do this.
What's that?
For our subscribers. Is this your Mrs. Doubtfire time? Because I think it's suitable.
Hello, dears.
And what else is it that you do with her voice?
Help is on the way, dear. Help is on the way.
We're gonna need it.
Right. So, even though the core plug looks like it might be weeping a little bit, we're going to carry on with the water pump and timing belt.
Yes.
Yeah. So with obviously this pulley off, you can see a lot better that we're going to undo these 10mm bolts here and the pipe, and then this water pump should come away, and that's where the bath time starts.
Shower time.
Shower time.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Let it go gently. Oh, gentle!
That is gentle.
No, that's completely not good. Cut!
Right, so with the water pump, got the new water pump here. Yep. The gasket that comes with it. So what I like to do is put a fine piece of seal around on both sides. It helps to put the gasket and
so it helps to bond it in place as well.
Also gives it an extra little bit of a seal, but you don't want to put too much on so that it starts interfering with the actual pump itself.
Absolutely.
So just enough just to hold it in place, really.
Yeah, go for it.
Don't know what's happening. Might have a blockage.
Please tell me you've actually opened this.
Obviously not. Might have a... This one is it. Take two.
No, just go. They're used to it being real, so just go for it.
It's not. Hopefully.
No.
You get a tube that works. Next tube. Yep, it's take two. So we're just going to run.
Yay!
Look at that, it works.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, goodness. Honestly, that just made me laugh so much.
It's a little bit on both sides.
Absolutely.
If you put too much on, you can always wipe it off. Smooth it out. Stick that there. Just pop that on there so it holds it in place.
BEA. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, so looking all hunched up there. What is it you're doing?
Trying to find the hole. trying to find the hole.
Well, you did just say off camera that you're about to mount it, so you know, we might as well just keep with the flow, aren't we?
Yeah, the floor, water pump floor, I like it.
Yeah.
So we're just putting the pump back on.
Yes.
And repositioning the 4 10mm bolts we took out.
So you found the hole, I take it?
Eventually, yeah. I mean, I just needed more light on the situation. Once you've got more light on
and
it.
there was you saying you what? In your spare time? Gynecology?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. Letting the side down.
Oh, I'm getting there. It's practice, years of practice.
Is it happening or what?
Oh, it's happening.
Are you sure?
3 out of the 4 are in. So there's 3 of them in.
Fantastic.
We'll just put the 4th in, and then when we tighten it down, what we'll do is to make sure that it's flush against it, we're going to tighten them even.
Awesome.
Make sure that it flush mates to it.
Yeah, I can hear the kettle, can you?
Oh yeah, that sounds like brew time.
Awesome.
Definitely brew time.
Definitely brew time. Unfortunately, we've pretty much gone as far as we can go today, in that now we haven't got a core plug. We've looked everywhere, checked all the stock, all the parts. So Brent,
Yo.
what are you doing down there?
It's still a bit moist down there.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So I was just saying, the water pump, you've fitted the water pump anyway, yeah?
Water pump's mounted.
Yeah, so you've mounted, you've found the hole.
Yeah. It's all in. Just waiting for the core plug now.
Yeah, just waiting for that, which is on order. We've had to order one. We haven't got one in stock. So that's pretty much as far as we can go today, yeah?
Yeah.
Sadly. But you've done really well.
I hope so.
You have. I had to twist his arm to get him on camera. But I wanted you to meet Brent properly, get to know him a bit more, because we're going to be working together more.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
Good.
exactly.
It's enjoyable. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is my brother from another mother, yeah?
Yeah, I can't say the same back though. It's sister from another mister.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. So you'll get to know us. I can tell already from when you started filming today, I can tell you're relaxing a little bit more as we've gone into it.
Yeah,
you're a bit more of my bro at the end of the video than you were at the start.
Yeah, it's the thought of the filming, but...
Yeah, no, you've done brilliantly, and thanks so much. You know,
Yeah,
I appreciate
no
it.
Anytime.
And I'm sure my subscribers will love you to bits as well.
Awesome.
So what do you reckon next? I mean, obviously, but I'll finish this job off. When the core plug comes, I'll just put it all back together. I'll sort it. I don't expect you to give any more of your time. But what's next? What are you going to film with me next?
I think we might have a look at the Fiesta, I think.
The Mark 1?
Yeah.
Are you as gutted as I am that they stopped making it?
Yeah, after such a long time.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
but
it's
I think
sad.
they've got such a huge following, and just really that little bit of news that's come through.
Yeah.
A memory to show like the respect for the Fiesta. So I think
definitely.
if we get it up and running.
Yeah, so JC Bugsy is what the Fiesta's known as, yeah? So we will we'll get JC Bugsy running, see what the issues are, you know, find out what JC Bugsy's going to need to save him, get him back on the road, and then it's looking like MG Marshall.
MG Marshall.
Yes. Definitely. Find out exactly what we've got for MG Marshall. He needs like, what's the word? Unwrapping. Because his boot's full of parts.
It's like Christmas.
David Gage has provided quite a lot of parts that he's collected over the time that he's had him. So yeah, that's another video right there.
See what parts are there and what we've got and what we can salvage. And
definitely.
Be good to see.
So you'll see me bro again very, very soon. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.
And thank you, Brent.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Didn't Brent do well? Fantastic job. Honestly, Brent, thank you so much. And I can't wait to do some more filming with you. As you know, you lot at home, you all know, I've told you, Brent is donating his time. Brent actually works for VW, much to my disgust. We're not a dealership. We can't compete with that. But, you know, you've got to go where the money is. But he's still part of the team. Spare time is here because he supports what we're doing and he's a great pal and he's me bro. So you'll get to see more of Brent, but honestly, Brent, you've done really well. Thank you so much. Over to the XR2. You remember last time? We're going to go straight back and catch up where we left off. So you know that the job has gone a bit pants where the XR3i is concerned. We need a core plug. We didn't know about that. So that's pretty much thrown us a curveball. We haven't got a core plug, so that's going to have to wait for now. So that means that the XR2 is going to get a bit of loving. If you think back to the last video, the near side had a bit of corrosion. It was advised it wasn't going to be long before what happened on the offside was going to happen there. Now, that has been done. Errol has worked his magic there, bless him. Taken it back to metal, rust treated it, painted it. That's been done. We'll show you that at the end of the job. Now then, we was at the point where we were cutting out the corroded areas on this side. Forgive me if I'm a bit slow. It's very early this morning. Because we didn't know that was going to go Pete Tong. Right, so I'm going to show you basically what we're going to do. I think the last bit of the video, hang on, it's early, I need my tea. I think the last bit of the video, we cut it out and we did say about the templates. Now, I gave Errol the wonderful job of obviously prepping this and getting this ready for paint, but then asking him if he'd cut the templates out on this side. So, just check this out, he didn't know we were filming. Right, so the templates that Errol cut out, we always use cardboard. Other people use different methods. We use cardboard. So, and we just get a rough idea of the shape that we need. And then you can basically turn it into this, which is the actual shape and piece that you need. Sorry about that noise in the background. That's obviously a car not wanting to go through the emissions on the smoke test. So basically, number one. Now, this is going to be tacked in and welded from underneath, but I'm just going to show you the shape here now. So number one template, if you can see, just bear with me, is going to sit there, but obviously from underneath, which I'm going to struggle to show you on film. So that's going to be number one template. Number two, Errol's template. And the template, the shape that you need. So it's just 0.9 steel that we've used, and you just cut it out from the general shape and then trim it to shape after that. So again, this is going to be from underneath. So if you can just have a look here, so it's about there. That's going to be that piece for number 2. And then number 3, bless him, Errol's template. Oh, he's done a sterling job. He's an absolute diamond. We love him to bits. And then number 3 template. Oh. When it wants to behave itself, and my torch is going and everything, it's going to be there, basically. So that is what we're looking at. That is what we're going to do. Now, we always tack in. Oh, my goodness me, you can tell it's early. I've not had my Weetabix or anything. We always spot weld them in first, get them into place, and then we'll weld. It's going to be really difficult for me to film this because it's such a tight area. The other thing I want to mention as well, this, I call it a rug, the welding rug. It always makes sense. They're not a lot to buy, but this will protect from any sparks, etc. onto the screen. We always put this on, grinding, welding, always protect the vehicle. So that's where we're up to. Them are the pieces that are going to be welded in. Like I said, I'll try and film as much as I can, but this is such a tight area. I might have to just in and out with you. Okay, let's do it. Number 1 piece that I showed you is in place now. So I'm going to first just do a couple of spot welds and then I'm going to weld that in. As I said earlier, it's got to be done from underneath. So it is going to be difficult to film. And I did say I'll try and show you as much as I can, which I'm going to do. But first, look at this. I've got a new welder. And this is the first time using it today. So if this goes Pete tongue as well, I'm not used to it. So what do you reckon? It's pretty cool, isn't it? Now then, new welder, new welding helmet. It's a must. Again, first time using this. It's got weld settings, grinding settings. Oh, yeah, can't wait. So, yes, pop my new welder and helmet cherry with me. Right, let's do it. Okay, so we're all in place. I've got my lighting. I've got the plate. Yeah, right. Okay, now then, just bear with me a second. Let me just see if... yeah. Now then. Okay. Couple of spot welds first. Okay. Right, let's do it. So I'm just, if you can hear me, I am literally just tacking in number 2 in place. And then once we've done that, then basically it's a case of seam welding it all. Number 3, going into place now. One, 2 and 3 pieces now spot welded into place. It is just a case now of seam sealing them all together, grinding it back, you know the drill, seam sealer, paint. Now, sadly, I'm going to have to go back over to the other workshop. Customers are starting to arrive. Our daily cars that we do, I'm going to have to do that first. If I can get chance today to get back over here and, you know, button this up, then that's what I'm hoping we can do. If not, I'm going to be in and out, so I might be on my own in here, which I can't film and weld. So it might be that I have to just do pictures as I'm going along. But either way, you're going to see this transform and see the job being done. And obviously then the finished article as well. So fingers crossed, I'll show you as much as I can. Also, then it's just a case of checking this car over, which it's pretty much awesome. But I think it's got a sticking brake, if I remember. Check that out, and then it's MOT time, and then this little XR2 can go back to his owner. XR2 is going home. Oh my goodness, we're gonna miss this car so much. What an absolute pleasure to have this car on site. Look at Betty, she looks so sad. Oh, another one bites the dust. What an absolute pleasure to work on that car and to meet the car's owner. It's great. We're building up a community, you know, it's wonderful. But yeah, the XR2, it's gone home. Betty's going to be so lonely. But yeah, thank you to the owner for your support and for letting us film and share with our subscribers. Back over to the XR3i. The core plug arrived from Core Plugs International. Thanks for that, guys. So we couldn't film it. We can't film everything. So basically, the XR3i is running beautifully. Obviously, no leaks. And it's the reverse of what Brent showed you earlier on in the video, pretty much. So make sure it's timed up. You know, get it perfect. The timing marks that we've shown you, that's what you're aiming to do. So it's running perfectly. And then it's time for Craig Barclay from Barclay's Detailing to come on site and show you what he does and work his magic. And it really is magic. So take it away, Craig. We have the XR3i and we also have the wonderful Craig Barclay. You've seen Craig on my channel before from Barclay's Automotive Detailing. You've come to work on the XR3i for us.
I have, Jodie, yeah.
Yeah, so
and I'm really excited about it, yeah.
Well, actually, Craig did drive this out of the workshop, didn't you, out here?
I did, yeah.
And it was like a Cheshire cat.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, amazing. Amazing sound and everything, yeah.
So we've pretty much done our side of the things with this car now, so you're like the last piece of the puzzle. Yeah. No pressure. But so what is it you're going to be doing for us today?
Right, so I'm going to start with the engine, engine bay clean. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put some geyser on the greasy bits.
So this is we don't actually call it this geyser. We don't call it that. We call it something else.
Yeah. I'll leave it to your imagination.
Right. Okay. So that's like a degreaser. Yeah.
It's like a degreaser. Yeah. So I'll brush it in and then. I'm gonna snow foam it. I'll probably hoover it first. Yeah. Get all the bits out. Okay. And then I'm gonna snow foam it. See how it pops out. Right. Hopefully we'll get rid of all this grease off these.
Yeah. Can you see that down there? Just get the camera in. Yeah. I think I've shown it before, but yeah, you're gonna work your magic on that.
I certainly am, Jodie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll snow foam it. Yeah. Leave it for 5 minutes or so. Okay. See how rinse it off. Yeah. See how it comes out, and then I maybe steam it.
Right.
Just to get this ingrained dirt out
here.
here.
Yeah, they always cop for it there, and they do tarnish.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do with that later.
Yeah.
Obviously, the rocker cover's been painted since because it was blue, it was the wrong colour.
Right, okay.
But yeah, I know you're going to do a fantastic job because you always do.
Thank you very much.
Do. So obviously it's out of the workshop here because it keeps raining. So you wouldn't normally wash it first, is that right? You'd normally do the interior first.
Yeah, people wash it first.
Yeah.
It's just your own preference.
Yeah. So while
really.
it's dry.
Because I think we're expecting some rain again
well,
today.
It keeps happening, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So while it's outside, so it's going to be what then washed, is it? Or
I'm going to wash it.
Yeah.
What I do is I pre-wash it first.
Okay.
With a citrus wash.
Right.
And then I'll put snow foam on it.
Right.
And then the pre-wash for me really is to get all the bits off. So when I do the contact wash, I'm not rubbing it into the paintwork and scratching it and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll just show people at home actually, because don't forget this has been in my workshop for some time. And if you can see, it is a little bit dusty. Yeah. So that pre-wash will get that
off.
Oh,
yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah.
In fact, I'll show you how dusty it is. I'll just let the bonnet down a second. Look at that, bless. But this car is going to be looking like brand new.
I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
So
lovely
the
car.
snow foam. So after that, is it going to be clay barred today?
It will be clay barred. Yeah. But I'll get rid of the tar first, tar spots. Yeah. Iron fallout remover. Leave that on for a few minutes. Rinse it off again.
Oh my goodness.
Clay bar it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to polish it. I'm going to machine polish it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to put a 2-year ceramic coating on it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see the finished product.
Thank you very much. Yeah,
Thanks,
I can't.
Craig.
Yeah.
This guy is awesome, by the way, and I love him to bits. Right, thanks, and I'll keep you posted and show you the amazing job that Craig does on this car. Day 2 with Craig Barclay and the XR3i. Day 2?
Day 2, yeah.
Wow, 2 days this beautiful car is having. Oh, it's wonderful. So obviously they know what you did yesterday. Yeah. And you can probably see already that it looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what's happening today?
So we're going to do an interior detail today.
Right.
I'm going to, obviously I'll hoover it out. I'll probably dress all the plastics, the doors and everything. In there. Yeah. They need a good.
I mean, it's not in bad condition anyway, is it really?
No.
But you've noticed on the headrest, hasn't you? And actually, Craig Hughes noticed as well that on this headrest there is a bit of grease there, which is common on all cars, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
But you can see it more on this type of fabric.
Yeah, age-related mark. Yeah. So
what are you going to do to get?
So I'm going to wet back it.
Right. And that normally brings that out.
I'll put some fabric cleaner on it. Yeah. And I'll wet back it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So yeah, hopefully, it should come out. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed it should come out. Yeah.
I know you're confident. I know you're confident, really.
Yeah.
And then the exterior, where were we up to with that?
So I've not put the ceramic on yet.
Right.
So I'll prep it with the ceramic prep. Yeah. Which is like a panel white.
Right. Okay.
And I'll go through all the car with that.
Fantastic.
And then I'll apply the ceramic. Yeah.
2 years. 2 years.
2 years ceramic. Yeah.
That's brilliant. I can't wait, Craig, to see it done.
Good.
It's really exciting. Well, thanks for your time. And
it's been a pleasure, Jodie. Thank you. Always.
No worries.
All right.
Thank you, Craig. As always, you've done a fantastic job. And I suppose you lot at home want to see the finished product, yeah? Well, here she is. Look at that. What an absolute picture of beauty right there. Well, my Betty Blue is feeling very sad because this beautiful XR3i is going to be leaving us very soon because it's done. Look at it. Wow. Engine bay, done. Timing belt, water pump. Stud conversion, new wheels, new tyres fitted. Craig Barkley working his absolute magic as always. Wow, you can see Betty's reflection there in the paintwork. My goodness me. This is the sad thing really. This is, we get attached to these cars, especially when you're working on cars that you love. And the old Fords, I have such a passion for them. Wow. Look at that, look at my reflection there. Wow. Craig Barkley, you're amazing. So as we said earlier on in the video, 2-year ceramic coat this vehicle has had. Because it deserves it. Absolutely stunning. It's looking fabulous under there. Wow. Oh, it just makes me proud. Really proud. Let's have a look inside. Again, Craig Barkley and Craig Hughes for the bolsters. It's just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh, let's start her up. Okay. Try with no gas. Yeah. Listen to this. Oh yes, that's what you want. Wow. Running beautifully, looking beautiful. Another one ready to leave the Auto Lass workshop. To the owner of the XR3i, I don't know if I can mention your name, so I won't do because I haven't asked yet. It's ready. It's MOT'd, ready to rock and roll. If you're watching this video, which I'm quite sure you will be, get in touch. Take your time because we're going to miss it. It's giveaway time with the help of Brent, and he's making his first star appearance, our apprentice Adam. He's going to pull a name out of the bucket. The name that he pulls out is going to have a free entry basically into the draw for the ratcheting screwdriver. So let's do the giveaways. New giveaway time, but before that, Adam, it's the first time that he's been on camera. I haven't forced him to do this.
Hi, Adam.
It was Brent. It was all Brent.
So I did.
But you're here.
Thank you.
Welcome to the channel and welcome to all the subscribers and supporters. So yeah, I'm dead proud of you, matey. It's awesome. You'll be seeing more of him now. Now that he's done it, that's it. So yeah, giveaway time. Giveaway time.
Giveaway time. But
Yeah.
Before you start that, company vehicle.
Yeah.
No wheels, no lights, different colour.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. So actually, they don't even know at home that this was going to be your, yeah. This was going to be your company vehicle. Yeah, because what's that?
A spelling mistake.
So Carla is what you've named this Cavalier, yeah? Because it was going to be Brent's company car.
Still is.
But then Brent decided he was going to go to V-Dub. So sadly, anyway, because of that, Errol had nothing to do.
Nothing to do?
No, he wanted to get started on the MG, and I was like, you can't do that yet. Yeah, true. Yeah. So then I was like, well, actually, Brent's like disowned me.
Disowned?
Disowned. So we'll put the Cavalier, known as Carla, on the ramp, and he can, yeah, and while Errol's just done Errol.
Well, notice, yeah, she's she's looking a bit one-eyed sad. But, somebody took her legs off.
Well, she's getting done. Right, so anyway, giveaway time. Right. Now, the new giveaway, snap-on ratcheting screwdriver. These are awesome. So I have one of these. I use mine every day. I'm just going to quickly show you out of the box what you get. So that is the screwdriver. It's magnetic at the end. And then your bits are in here. Awesome piece of kit. Like I say, we're trying to do things and give things away that people can use at home when they're working on their own cars, etc. This is a perfect tool for that. Now then, what we normally do is we normally pick a name out of the hat so that that name gets a free entry into the draw. Didn't do that last time, but we've still got the names in the bucket. So, Adam, do you want to choose a name out of the bucket?
No peeking.
Can we have a drum roll? Right, go on. Choose a name, Adam.
Okay.
Good luck, everyone.
Looking.
When you're ready, mate.
I've got it.
Who have we got?
Julio.
MC66.
Julio
That's the Insta.
MC66. Let's have a look.
From Instagram.
Yeah, Julio MC66 on Insta.
Congratulations, well done.
You are getting a free entry. That doesn't mean you can't enter again. So the giveaway starts on this video. Comment AutoLass when you see this video. Like, share. That will give you an entry on every one of the platforms. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, all of them. You've got to be in it to win it. But Julio MC66, was it? You have a free one. So congratulations. You know what to do. Comment AutoLass on each of the platforms for an entry into the draw. Now then, we're coming to the end of the video. It's been full of Fords though, hasn't it? Now, the next video, we are making a start on MG Marshall. Now, don't forget, this is the new charity car, and the charity is Help for Heroes. Now, not forgetting, guys, that today, the video goes live today. It's Remembrance Sunday. We're bringing it in, remembering, yeah? They gave their lives so we could have ours. Help for Heroes and Remembrance Sunday. Now then, MG Marshall is in the next video, along with this cheeky little chappy. We're going to see if we can get JC Bugsy running. You thought the Fords were over, didn't you? Well, no. This one's going to get some love and attention. So that's all to come in the next video. So as always, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And to all the people that I've missed at the NEC, I could only do the Friday. I'm so sorry. I've had to film today, which is the Saturday, ready for the video going out tomorrow, editing tomorrow. There's not enough hours in the day. But I know you've messaged me to see if I can be there. I just can't do it this year. I'm going to try and do the full weekend next year. But thanks for all your support as always. Love you all. Take care.